What's up, YouTube? Back at your man with another quick video about out here in the garage once again, working on this Chevelle 71 Chevelle Resto Mod build. And yeah, the rear end is in the shop, man. It's been in there for like probably almost 5 days now. I didn't think it was going to take this long, but you know, my mechanic, he's got a lot of bigger projects that I'm sure he's working on, so I ain't been pressing him on getting it done. I'm not in that big of a rush to get this thing back in, because once it's back in, I got to go spend more money by taking it to the paint shop. So with that being said, I'm not in no big rush. Let him just take his time, do what he needs to do. Today is Thursday, so maybe he'll give me a call here on Friday, and I can get that thing put in. I got the next 3 days off from work, so I'm looking to dial this thing in, man. I want to get this rear end back in the car, fire this thing up. I ain't fired up in a minute. Pull it out. The sun is out. The weather's not great, but for the next few days, the sun is at least supposed to be out. Still a little bit cold. It rains here and there, but with the sun out, I want to get this car out of the garage, man. I can't really drive it. I mean, I can, but I don't have no front window. I don't have no back window. But I want to get the rear end in, put the wheels on, get it out of the garage, maybe take it around the block, you know, 2 or 3 blocks around the corner or something, and just drive it a little bit, because I still haven't really driven the thing like I really want to. And I know in a I don't know if it was a couple videos back when I first put, I'm not sure what I did. I did something on the car, and I happened to look at my tire, and I noticed that on the driver's side, my tire was a little tight up under the wheel well there, and I couldn't figure out what the heck what was all about. Well, I figured out what the problem was. The temporary wheels that I have on here are identical. They're 20-inch. I think they're like Krager false wheels. But somehow I made the mistake. And well, let me tell you how I found out. I was just looking at wheels, the kind of wheels I'm going to put on this car when I go to put wheels on it. And I was looking at, what size I was going to put on. I was like, well, I may put 10.5 on the back, maybe 11. I don't know if I have room for 11s, but I can get 10s on there. But I wanted to use 10. Thought maybe if I use 10.5s, that'll give it a little bit wider stance. But then I went to go, because I'm working on the rear end, the 2 back tires are off, and I went to go look at the back tire of the temporary wheel that I have. It's in my in the garage, and one of the back wheels said 9.5 and the other one said 8.5, and I was thinking, what, that's weird. Why is one 9.5 and the other one 8.5? Well, come to find out, the reason why the driver's side is so close to the edge of the fender well is because somehow I must have put one of the back tires on the front. And so the driver's side has a 9.5 wide tire, and the passenger side has an 8.5, and that's why I was tripping when I was putting my hands up under to feel how much clearance I had up under the wheel well, and it was so tight I barely can get my finger in there. That was why. But yeah, man, I was laughing all night long on that one. But anyway, I'm just going to show you real quick what I got going here today. Like I said, I don't have much going here. Let me get down here so I can show you. But you can see here, I got my rear end is out. And I'm getting ready to just clean this. Man, I hate seeing this kind of stuff here. So I'm going to clean all of that up while I'm sitting here waiting. I'm going to clean all that up there. And then I'm going to... my driveline, some new driveline. I had them do it, but it's got a lot of dust on it. But I'm gonna clean that thing off. At least I think I am. I wanted to clean it off and paint it. Actually, you know what? I could just snatch that thing out. I might just pull that driveline out and put some paint on it, wipe it down real good, put some paint on it, let it dry, and then slap it back in once I get ready to put that rear end back in there. But yeah, man, you can see that's kind of what I'm getting ready to work on here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You can see all up under there is already done up, looking nice and purty. Nice and purty. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I'm gonna tinker around a little bit. I've been waiting and waiting to get this is my T right here. Been waiting and waiting to get my rear end, but it don't look like I'm gonna get it no time soon. So I'm just gonna mess around and do some cleaning down here while I got the chance, you know. All of this up under here and all that's already been done, been painted, pour 15, brand new tank. Yeah, all that stuff is already good to go. But I do want to just looking at this thing here, man, make sure everything is good under here. But I do want to kind of clean this thing up just a little bit. You can see here when the guy painter did my body work, he kind of, when he was primering, it looks like he primered a little bit of that there, a little bit of my frame. So, but I'm gonna wait before I mess with that, putting more primer on there, because he still got to paint it. There's no sense in me putting more primer or more pour 15 on there, and he still got to paint it, and possibly do a little bit more body work, not much, but just kind of clean some of this stuff up, you know, to get it nice and smooth, and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, for the most part, she is looking good, ready to go. Got all my stuff up here on the deck here, just waiting for my rear end to get here, man, so I can throw these wheel woods on here. But yeah, man, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna cut you off, and then I'll call you back once I get some of this stuff done. All right, peace. All right, too, we're back. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this driveline down, put some paint on it. Actually, I'm putting pour 15 on it, so hopefully that pour 15, I really like the way it looks, because it settles down nice and smooth. And it's a non-rust, so it'll keep it from rusting up. You can see I got a few little bare, there's some marks on here where it was bare marked, but hopefully that'll work. But or it'll keep it from rusting up, hopefully. So yeah, I'm gonna set you up and then and get this done real quick. Go get my good. This is up under the car, so of course, you know, I ain't looking for perfection on this thing. I might have to turn this thing around a little bit. Get all that. I can see when they first did it, you can see it's already, the paint's already peeling right there. I almost should put almost should put some, I think I will throw a little bit of, I got some of that 2K1 primer. That stuff works really good. And it allows it to fill in like these little gaps. I mean, that's not that bad. I'm not gonna worry about it, man. I'm just gonna paint this thing. Yep, just gonna paint her up. Call it good. Let me do something real quick though. One thing I definitely want is I do this with all of my paints. Just right here. Grab this guy. That was still pretty good. Look at that. Take that out there. This down here. I do this with most of the paint jobs that paint that I do. I like to put a little bit of heat on it just to allow it to adhere a little bit more to that to this metal. I know you don't have to do this, but I try to do it. And it's worked perfect for me, man. I've done this on quite a few cars. And believe it or not, it doesn't do anything as good as powder coating, but it helps. And that wind is really blowing. So might be putting it on just a little bit thicker than what I wanted. Man, I got a slight little run in it right there. It's kind of because I'm brushing a little bit. It's darn weather. Yeah, when this stuff sets up and dries out, it'll dry out nice and flat for me. Again, like I said, I'm not looking for perfection on this. I just wanted to put this pour 15, because up under the car, it's all black. This wasn't really black. The driveline was actually like a dark gray, and just looked a little bit weird, but this should take care of it. I'll probably do this and put one more coat on it. Got to keep this thing kind of moving. You don't want to leave it at one spot for too long, because this little heat gun gets pretty darn hot. Especially if you got it really close. All right, tube, I got that first coat on there. I got a little bit of run on there, but I ain't gonna trip on that just because it's under the car. Nobody gonna ever see it. I'll make sure whenever I stop with that run pointing up to the floor so you can't see it. Just joking. So hey, I'm gonna finish this, and then when I get it done, I'll cut you back on, let you see the final product. I'm probably gonna put maybe another 2 coats on here just so that I know it holds up really good, and it adheres to that metal pretty good. So 2 or 3 coats is probably what I'm gonna put on there. All right, I'll catch you back when I got this done. Peace. All right, tube, back at you. Just got finished, well, not just got finished, but I finished spraying the pour 15ing the drive line, and it looks good, man. It's not perfect, but it looks better than it did before. I like it because it's the same color now of my undercoating. So yeah, it looks good. There was a few spots where I kind of went a little heavy on the spray, but for the most part, this axle is going to be spinning. Or not axle, but this drive line is going to be spinning. So only time you're going to really see it is if you're getting out of the car. I don't even think nobody's going to really see it like that unless they're actually working on the car. But anyway, let me show you what it looks like here. Bam, there she goes. She's all painted up, pour 15. You know, I'm not going to put it back in right away. I'm going to wait until my rear end gets here, then put it in. So with that being said, you can see a few spots like right there. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but a few spots it's a little rough there. And then right here you can see, if you can see that the camera's got a little bit of a run, but that ain't no big deal. If I do anything, I will just maybe get some that purple scuff pad and just lightly scuff it up a little bit, and then repaint, maybe throw another 1 or 2 coats on there, because the thing that I did that I forgot, and that was I should have scuffed it up before I started painting. I cleaned it up, but I should have took the Scotch-Brite, the purple Scotch-Brite, and I should have scuffed it up a little bit and then put that paint on there. But anyway, like I said, it's under the car. You ain't gonna see it, man, unless you're working under there, or you know, if I'm at a show or something and they looking under the car like that, then you know, that's good. I ain't gonna get mad at that. But every single car that I've seen so far at every car show that I've been to have had some kind of imperfection. So you know, don't let these guys fool you, man. They got these nice cars and they be at the car show and it looks like it's prestige and there's not a flaw in it. Trust me, if you look at it close enough, you're gonna find a flaw somewhere, whether it's a little tiny little ding that they accidentally put on there or somebody put on there and it had to be touched up with a little bit of paint, you know, something on their engine bay, the wheels, the frame, the clear coat on the body, something. There's going to be some kind of imperfection, and I've learned that just in the time that I've been spending at these car shows. You see them on TV and you think that they're immaculate. And they are immaculate. I'm not saying that they're not, but even though they're immaculate and they're pristine, and they could be, $100,000-$200,000 car, there's going to be some kind of imperfection on that thing. Mrs. Moss. So that's my neighbor across the street there. So yeah, that's what I've noticed at the car shows. Not taking anything away from the cars, but yeah, and this car is far from being anywhere near prestige, or even 200,000. They ain't even close. But yeah, man, that's what I got. It's looking good. I'm gonna put it back in, like I said. Hopefully, man, I get my rear end tomorrow. If not, then I'm looking for hopefully next week, because I want to get this thing back in here so bad, man. I am just on the edge. I just need to get this thing in and be done with it. Then I'm gonna buy my emergency brake kit and put that on there, man, and should be done with it. But anyway, too, I'm gonna cut you loose, man. I got some other things that I want to get done on this car. At least some of the things I want to look at, not really necessarily work, but I'll hit you back up on the next one. Hopefully it'll be tomorrow, and I can install this rear end, and yeah, we'll be good to go. All right, peace.